Okay, welcome to the fourth video. We're talking about the math key now. So we had the mode open last time. Just do second quit on that to get out of it. And what we're going to do now is look at math. So click this math key right here, and you'll see a bunch of different stuff. And the first one will change stuff to a fraction. The second one changes it to a decimal. Third one cubes things. Fourth one takes cube roots, and five takes a certain root based on what you enter. So I'll show you these and also the absolute value one as well. So let's start with the fractional one. So if I did like 0.4 and I wanted to change that to a fraction, what I would do is go to math and then hit 1 or press enter, and then press enter again, and then it'll give me the fraction form of that decimal. If you have a quite long decimal like this, it doesn't always give you a fractional form of it. I mean, it could give me like 555,879, or sorry, 55879 divided by 10,000. That would give me the same thing, but it doesn't always show it for these longer decimals. But for simple ones like say 8.4, it should give me a fraction that's reasonable. So that's fraction. I want to also show you how to take a cube root. So let's say I wanted to take the cube root of 27. What I'm going to do is start off by going to math, click the fourth one. Oh, wait a second. So math, the fourth one, and I'm going to type 27, and that's going to give me 3. So that's how that works. If I want to take the fourth root of something, I have to use this x one here. I can also take the fifth root. So if I wanted to take the fourth root of, say, 64, I would do 4, math, and then the x one, which is 5, and then 64, and then I would get this decimal. If I wanted to take the fourth root of 16, I could do the same thing, and I would get 2. If I wanted to take the fifth root of 125, I could do the same thing and get this. So that's pretty much how it works. And then I wanted to also show you absolute value. So if I want to find the absolute value of, say, like -12, I could do math, go to num, and then the first one, which is abs, stands for absolute, and then type in -12, and then hit enter, and it'll give me the absolute value of that. So those are some basic keys for math. There's also a couple more that are useful that I want to go over. So one of them is the factorial one. So factorial is, if I say like 5 factorial, that's 5 times 4, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's going to be 5 factorial. There's an easier way to do this. I can just press 5, go to math, go to probability, go down to 4, and that's the same thing as what I just typed, which is 120. So again, you do that by going to probability, and clicking 4. You also have NPR and NCR. So those are for permutations and combinations, but I'll go into that more in detail when we do it in class. Basically, the way it works is if you want to do 5p2, you would do 5, go to math, go to probability, press this, and then 2. So the NPR is between the two numbers. So the 5 is the N, 2 is the R, and you would get this, which is the permutation of 5 and 2, with N as 5 and R as 2. NCR is the same way. It goes in the middle between the N and the R. But like I said, when we do probability, we're going to go over that in more detail. I'm just showing you how to do it on the calculator. So that's it for the math key. After this, we're going to do the y equals key and actually graphing some equations.